Coming up shortly from Bankers Life Fieldhouse in Indianapolis, the Clippers taking on the Pacers. The Los Angeles Clippers, halfway through the season and holding on to an impressive third place in the Western Conference. They want to keep it going. Pacers, Clippers, coming up next on 2K Sports. Coming to you live on this Tuesday night, it's the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Brent Berry. David Aldridge will be reporting from the sidelines. Taking a look here at some of the numbers for Malcolm Brogdon.
And guys, he's regressed a little bit offensively. He hasn't been the same this month as he was earlier in the season. He's lacking the edge that he had, and he needs to change his mindset. Stop sitting back and get into attack mode.
Here are the five for the Clippers. Paul George is out there with Kawhi Leonard. That's Rajon Rondo. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Morris in at the three. And for Indiana, Sabonis and Turner up front. Malcolm Brogdon out there with LeVert. And it's Holiday in at the small forward. Deep benches tonight, Greg, on both sides. This seems to be a growing trend.
You know, teams are digging deeper than ever before, even getting into the two-way contracts that give you depth past your top 15 guys. One, you're trying to protect the investment in your big-ticket items, your franchise-caliber players, but you got to keep an eye on the future in terms of player development. That's another area where the league has really changed when you look at the makeup of these rosters.
Well said.
And one thing I like about Brogdon is his size. A huge 6'10" wingspan for a guard gives him an advantage in matchups, lets him finish over smaller defenders as well.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw good from Brogdon. And Greg, with Brogdon and his size, it allows flexibility on defense as well.
Yeah, I mean, it makes switching on the pick and roll easier with him up top. There isn't a lot of flash to how Brogdon plays on the floor, but you can't deny how impactful he is in all facets.
And so he makes both from the line.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
Here's Leonard, and good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
This is how focused Kawhi is right now. Sees through the play, stays in control, and scores.
And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession. Rondo looking over the floor. Now the pass to George. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That's on Malcolm Brogdon.
And the versatility of Paul George's game. Elite defense and rebounding, steals and deflections.
You think about Paul George moving to several teams, yet still having the impact on both ends of the floor. I think that is a telltale sign that you have an elite talent in Paul George.
First free throw is good.
You wonder if Paul George finally has a situation here where he could show why he's an elite player, why he's an all-star, but to pay off how hungry he is to prove it with a late postseason run.
And both free throws good for Paul George. And here's LeVert. He had 34 points in the win against the Grizzlies in Memphis. Inside, it's stolen by Morris. Here's Leonard, and denied. He sends it right off the glass. LeVert the pass to Holiday. Poked away. Rondo with the steal. And here's George for 3. Basket is good. The assist from Rondo. George has got 5.
Well, that's Paul George's game. Most accurate when somebody's feeding him and he's got his feet set.
To stop the run, and LeVert finishes inside.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Now, here is George. In the game against Detroit, very impressive.
Orchestrating right now, Rondo should be playing with a baton.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, I did catch up with Indiana's head coach. He thinks that losing that first meeting with the Clippers really doesn't matter. Coach said it's just one game, and we have a better idea now of what we're up against. Although he did acknowledge that the Clippers may have the most talent in the league. So it'll take a monumental effort tonight to get that W. Kevin?
Okay, David, thanks. Defense doesn't get much better than the mobile one block we just saw on replay.
And early in a game, these sorts of plays really can set the tone.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Knocked loose. Zubac kicks to George. 6 to shoot. Pulls up. Busts the J after the cagey pass fake. 9 points in the game so far.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Brogdon outside. Back to LeVert. Outside Holiday. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Pass to Rondo. And here's Leonard from 3. Pacers with the rebound. Trying to keep rolling here following the win against Memphis.
Yeah, and with most of the arena against them, they just banded together and trusted one another to make the right play.
Yeah, and in that game, it turned into a massive scoring night. It wasn't so much about the game plan as it was establishing early confidence to get that win.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Shot to stop the run. Paul George grabs the miss. Clippers leading by 10. Three-pointer. The shot by Rondo is no good. Here's LeVert. As you can see from his numbers, he's been a key component in their offense. He's averaging almost 18 points a game. Holiday, the pass to Turner. Morris with the block.
And a rare block shot from Morris. Anticipates the move and just times it out perfectly.
Here's Sabonis. Leonard against Turner. Up top, Leonard. He's an offensive force, averaging nearly 26 points a game. Rondo against Holiday. 5 to shoot. And now the fast break. Brogdon with the ball. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
On the break, Brogdon with a great job of surveying the floor and understanding where everybody was coming in from on that fast break.
LeVert against Leonard. Outside for George. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. George has got 15 points.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played harder. We know who that was.
So the Pacers called timeout, their first of the game. Do you remember, Greg, if you watched the standings very much when you played?
You know, we were always aware of it, and a lot of that had to do with the goals. I remember early in my career playing for the Knicks, you know, we were trying to win championships, and we talked a lot about home court and having that come postseason time. So you were absolutely aware of where you were because of the goals you've set. But I think that also changes depending on who you are as a team. If you're a championship caliber team that's won it, and maybe you're in the midst of a dynasty run, it may not matter as much because you know how good you are and you can win no matter where the venue. A moment here to look at some numbers for Paul George. 9th in three-point field goal percentage. And how about his top 10 ranking in free throw percentage? A knockdown shooter, ultra reliable from the line.
And back to his efficiency from three, as you said, he's top 10 in the league. Defenses are now trying to deny him the basketball, but really to no avail. Now here's LeVert. And the rejection by Leonard.
His touch has left him in this quarter. Nowhere close to the kind of output they need from him.
And it's Sabonis with the ball for the Indiana Pacers. 11-point game.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Holiday surveying the floor. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And so it's Indiana with it. Here's Leonard, and it's blocked. And up the court come the Pacers on the break. Knocked away. Stolen by George. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on Miles Turner.
And Rondo playing with great energy right now, putting the defense in some very difficult spots.
The Clippers have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
The free throw drops for Rondo.
Yeah, when Rondo gets motivated, and we've seen that now for a good stretch, he's as valuable as it gets.
And some changes here for the Pacers. McDermott comes in for Justin Holiday. And Aaron Holiday is subbed in for Karis LeVert. And then for Los Angeles, Nicholas Batum. He's checked in for Zubac. And it's Jackson in for Morris. And Rondo drops them both. Pacers trail by 13. Passes it to Sabonis. Outside to Brogdon. Good on the three-point shot. Brogdon's got 7.
Well, Brogdon just has a great feel as to when he should shoot it. Most of the time, it's in rhythm and within the offense.
Jackson passes to George. Unloads. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. 17 points in the game.
And he's the main reason they have the lead right now. He's been perfect from the field, literally.
It's Brogdon on the wing. Defended by Batum.
Yeah, better than giving up the layup. You want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Well, if I was baking up a lead, I'd add 2 ingredients. One would be playing smart. The other one, playing selfless. They've done that tonight. Serve it up.
And that one's good, Brogdon.
It feels like the other 4 guys have disappeared at this point. He wants to be the one to get them back.
Here's Leonard. Excellent D there from Holiday.
Well, if he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
Last outing for the Clippers, they won that game against the Detroit Pistons.
Well, in that one, they just had everything working offensively. It's a lot of fun when you get into that kind of a groove.
Yeah, I love watching that game, and in particular, their demeanor in their destruction in that game.
And let's take a look at the last handful of seasons and the steal numbers for Paul George.
And when you see the tumble his steal totals have taken the last few years, you can see that he's gotten away from playing the kind of gritty, hard-nosed D he was known for. That's an aspect of his game he needs to get back.
And Leonard gets it to go.
Yeah, I didn't think there was a pass available there for Paul George, but he spots that small crease, he fires the ball through it, and he gets it to his open man.
Now here's McDermott. Last game we saw him score 13. That's tipped. And now the Clippers on the break. George has got the ball. It's good again, and an excellent 7 for 8 shooting night so far.
Only one miss in his first 8 attempts, coming out of the gate strong.
Batum against Holiday. Pass to McDermott. Indiana moving it around. Clock at 4. Count that one.
A good job there. Brogdon doesn't need much room. Has it there from the mid-range and knocks it down.
Lob pass to George, and it's George finishing it off.
A good chance to see Paul George burst that time.
Brogdon the pass to Sabonis. And here is Brogdon. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. Brogdon's got 14 points.
Maybe he's thinking at this point, man, somebody's got to help me. I can't do this all by myself.
A pull-up. The Clippers grab the miss. Last time they met was in Los Angeles.
Not a close contest either. The last time they got together, everyone in the rotation played solid, and the bench was the difference.
The second unit came in last game and just played lights-out basketball. I'm sure they'd like to do that again.
And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here. You know, you grew up with aspirations of someday getting into politics. Any current players who you could see maybe taking that same route?
No doubt. There's several guys in today's game. You know, Harrison Barnes has the polish, and I know he's had some thoughts that maybe going in that direction. Teammates nicknamed Malcolm Brogdon the president for his stately demeanor and commitment to effecting change. I absolutely see him trying to have an impact socially moving forward. There's several guys, again, who not only have the voice but the courage to speak out about things that matter most to them.
Many sharp guys in the NBA. Jeremy Lamb's checked in for Indiana. T.J. McConnell comes in for Malcolm Brogdon. And the Clippers making a change here. Here's Mann. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Here's Jackson. Good work defensively by Turner. Pacers trail by 11. Here's Lamb. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow.
And they've come out with a take no prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
And it's denied. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Batum. Shoots, and good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
Sweet pass from Turner. He's really been working on his ability to pass the ball.
Turner with the steal. The pass to McConnell. Knocks it loose, and that's out of bounds. Indiana will retain possession. And here are the best transition teams in the NBA. We're looking at the real stats, the real scores from the real NBA. Second, the Pacers.
Yeah, I mean, they've got the athletes to run the break all game long. So that's their edge. They're always looking to take advantage.
But he stays with it. Clock at 6. Indiana needs to get a shot off. Here's Turner. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits.
A jumper like that from Turner, who is 6'11", beating good D. Man, these taller dudes are so skilled these days.
Now here's Jackson. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Detroit. Out to Lamb. Pass to Turner. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
A big like Turner, just using that height inside, it's almost a lost art.
Paul George, he's been the guy making things happen for Los Angeles. What an amazing quarter. There was absolutely no stopping him. We come back right after this. And catching up with Luke Kennard before the game, he discussed what it takes for young players to acclimate themselves to the NBA.
You know, this game, you know, it's a physical game, obviously, but, you know, a lot of it is mental. So, you know, just, you know, making sure you're thinking while you're out there is, you know, one of the big things for me. One of the things I've kind of learned since I've been in the league.
Greg, you know this. It takes time mentally for the game to slow down.
It's a great point. This is why most championship teams are laden with seasoned veterans. You can't rush experience. It happens at its...
Wow, hammering it in!
And I gotta say, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult when they're trailing.
But still, a magnificent move to the rim. And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. And that one drops. And so it's McConnell with it. He'll bring it up for the Pacers. They trail by 7. They can look forward to the Rockets Arena after this matchup to take on Houston. That's game 1 of a 3-game road trip. Here's Lamb. The rebound by Patterson. L.A. has gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. The shot by Batum, no good. And Indiana shooting 39% from the floor, at their best. McConnell kicks to Turner. A three-pointer off the mark. Los Angeles leading by 7. Kennard on the wing. Turner covering. Kennard, the pass to Patterson. Over Holiday. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
You can't be too physical with Patrick Patterson when he's aggressive. He's pretty good at picking up some contact.
Los Angeles shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And he makes the first. Greg, you were a physical, defensive-minded player. What are your thoughts on how closely the game is called now, as opposed to when you played?
It is, Kevin, and yeah, some people like the physicality of the era I played in, but, you know, I like the beauty of the game with the spacing and the freedom of movement, and I think that's one reason why you see so much switching. It's hard to fight through screens without fouling, and ball handlers have become experts at drawing contact, even if it's, you know, incidental. And I think that's just an area where the game has changed so much that that ability to play in space is so vital.
And that one goes out of bounds. It's touched by Zubac. And that's out of bounds. Indiana will retain possession.
And let's take a look now at the stats for Turner. He's one of the standouts over the last month, putting up about 10 points a night, almost 4 blocks and 6 rebounds. And every team needs a good backup big to spell the starters, and that's what he brings to the table.
The role consists of rebounding, setting screens, protecting the rim. Anything else he gives you is found change in the couch.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Man passes to Patterson. And that one drops for him. Patterson's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Well, Patterson usually on the perimeter, this time down on the inside, doing a little bit of damage.
Passes to LeVert. Over Kennard. Good on that shot, and with that, the Los Angeles lead is cut down now to just 9 in the basket from LeVert. Man passes to Morris. Tipped away. It's stolen by Lamb. And up the court come the Pacers on the break. It's blocked. From the wing, it's rebounded by Indiana. Turner's got 7 rebounds in the game. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good. The Pacers making a change here. Holiday's checked in. And he makes both free throws. Kennard with the ball. 11 points for him in that last game against Detroit. 3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line. It's going to be Kennard shooting. It's going to be on Doug McDermott. Boy, Greg, there is a lot to like offensively for Luke Kennard.
I tell you, he can shoot it. He's a crafty finisher and really improving as a passer. The question mark is the defensive end. 6'5" in height and wingspan, not elite tools, so he's got to get by on his instincts and his anticipation.
That free throw good from Kennard.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
McConnell finds LeVert. And the shot is good.
And how about the playmaking skills of LeVert? I like watching this guy break down the D in the pick and roll.
Man passes to Zubats. Now here's Kennard. LeVert defending. Kennard's shot is off. Pacers trail by 8. LeVert in the corner. No good on the 3. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. And Morris throws it down.
Yeah, just aggressive there. Instead of going to one of his patented shots inside, Morris just simply rises up to be free.
Now here's McConnell. Kennard covering. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Kennard. Sabonis, he's checked in for McDermott. George is checked in for the Clippers. And here are the Pacers now. It's a 10-point game. Shot clock at 6. LeVert kicks to Turner. Holiday with the 3. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Zubats has got 4 rebounds now tonight. And the wide open shot from Morris. No good with the triple. LeVert the pass to McConnell. Back to LeVert. Lets it go from deep. And once again off the mark by Indiana. Los Angeles leading by 10. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. Sinks the triple. Kennard's got 6 points.
Yeah, this story in the second quarter much different than the one in the first. We're finally seeing some aggression.
Back to LeVert. That one's in. Only his 4th make against 9 total shots.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Here's Kennard. Sabonis with the block.
Sabonis has to use good timing in order to block shots. That time he did. And there are only a few players in the league who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
Pass to Kennard. Here's George. The shot, no good. So the Pacers will take it the other way. The rebound by Patterson. Patterson's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Kennard. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Greg, did you know when you were playing that you'd eventually want to call games, be in the broadcast table?
Kevin, no idea. I didn't have any clue. And quite honestly, didn't really think that there was a career that one could have in terms of broadcasting, you know, because cable was just kind of coming on as I was retiring. You didn't have your own network and the things that we take for granted now. So looking back on it, no, but boy, am I glad I did.
I am glad you did too. You probably don't remember this. Doc Rivers and I were doing a game. You came over to say hi to the 2 of us, went back out on the floor. Doc nudges me and said he'll be great in TV someday. We saw it then.
He's a good mind. The man knows what he's talking about.
Malcolm Brogdon's checked in for T.J. McConnell. And the Clippers making a change here as well. Kawhi Leonard's checked in for Patterson. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Pacers trail by 11. Brogdon the pass to Turner. Now LeVert. He's got 10. Basket good.
A solid passer at his position. LeVert excels at finding his teammates when they're open.
And the pass to Leonard. Over Sabonis. And it's good off the back rim and in. Leonard's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And yeah, he's not messing around. He wants no part of a comeback in this one.
Well, he's grabbed the tee and the blanket because he's putting this one to bed.
Well, you need good passing from your forwards as much as you do from your guards. These are small forwards leading the way in assists. 5th best, Kawhi Leonard.
And these are some of the best teammates you're ever going to want. Very unselfish players at a position where you don't see a lot of offensive facilitating.
We've seen a lot of 3 men be great scorers over the past couple years, but these guys fit right in the category of being some of the best passers, almost point guard like skills. Crisp ball movement is never an issue with any of them on the floor.
Rajon Rondo is checked in for Luke Kennard. Brogdon hits them both.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
To the paint. Outside for George. Leonard against Sabonis.
His shooting has been a little bit below par. You think about what this lead would look like if he was on.
A nice shot by LeVert.
From range, LeVert's one of those guys you have to respect his shot. He makes enough from beyond where you have to honor him.
Now here is George. 21 points in the game. And they pick up 2.
He's got a lot to do with the position that they're in. A very smart offensive performance tonight from him.
LeVert the pass to Brogdon. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two.
And quickly, let's look at the numbers for Sabonis. He's averaging 20 points, 11 rebounds, and 6 assists. And he's been a rock in the middle for them over that stretch of games. Dominating the glass is his trademark.
I feel like those rebounds are wearing down and eroding the opponent. His effort right now, physically and mentally, has been good.
That free throw good from Brogdon.
Well, Brogdon being the rookie of the year and coming in and doing a great job for the Milwaukee Bucks. This is a guy who could play either guard position and has a great mentality and great poise as a point guard.
Here's what the Clippers are going with right now. Batum comes in for Ivica Zubac. And it's Jackson in for Marcus Morris. Brogdon hits them both. Los Angeles leading by 6. Batum scanning the floor. Leonard the pass to Rondo. Now here's Leonard. Rondo kicks to Jackson. Looking for George. He gets it there. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Well, you can depend on Paul George to shoulder some of this offensive load. There are times where this team can turn over the reins to him, and he capitalizes that time.
Poke loose. LeVert finds Holiday. No good that time. Great D that time from Leonard. Rondo at the elbow. Outside for Jackson. To the middle. Here's Leonard, and Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Well, there are some ways to fire up your teammates. That right there is one of them, thanks to Kawhi Leonard.
Timeout called the Pacers.
Trying to snap them out of this little slump.
Well, they can't find the net right now, and all they need, I think, is just to get one to go, get back on track.
Aaron Holiday is checked in for Indiana.
All right, a chance to check out stats for Leonard. Over the last month, he has been spectacular. First in steals, 12th in scoring, and he's among the top 20 free throw shooters in the league. Doesn't waste many opportunities at the line.
And as you said, #1 in steals this season. He's the sneakiest ball hawk in the league right now. Hide everything you've got because he's coming after you.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
Sabonis with the block. And here we go. Fast break. Turner's got it. And Rondo sends it back.
An average shot blocker. The key for Rondo is to know when to leap up for those rejections. That time using length.
The Pacers making a switch here. Lamb's checked in. Goes up off the inbound, and Rondo sends it back. Jackson with it, picked up by Turner. Jackson misses. And so it's Sabonis who brings up the ball for the Pacers, trailing by 10.
Well, Brogdon's got a nice all-around game, and you don't want him to get going. He'll add to the point total with this kind of rhythm.
There's the feed to Jackson. Here's Rondo. Batum trying to break loose. Misses the layup. Pacers shooting 38% in the second quarter. Offensively, they look a little bit confused.
First 3 of the quarter and 3rd overall, guys. The defense might want to step up just a little bit on him from this point on.
On the wing, Jackson, guarded by Hunt. Oh, the power on that throwdown.
Unreal.
And with the defender draped all over him, Jackson has that strength to fight through the contact.
Double team Sabonis. Beyond the arc. Another shot. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
And a better box out saves them 2 points there.
It didn't seem like anybody was really aware there to go and collect that rebound in the possession.
Here's Batum. And that one's good. His second basket of 4, shooting 50%.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Here's Lamb. In it goes. That's his 3rd bucket. He's missed 5 so far.
Pretty good awareness there from Malcolm Brogdon, capable of spotting the open teammate on that side of the ball.
George against Brogdon. Jackson from long range. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. George has got 3 assists tonight. Batum against Brogdon. Outside, Sabonis. Pass to Lamb. Indiana moving the ball around. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Holiday. Doesn't go for him. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. At the conclusion of this game, they're off to Detroit, where they'll face the Pistons. And that game will be game 2 of 3 straight on the road. Over in the corner, Lamb. Offline with his 3.
I'm not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
That's the 2nd long-range bomb in the quarter after a slow first period. He is on a roll.
He lobs up the alley-oop pass, and the jam by Nicholas Batum.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Here's Brogdon, and he goes right over Paul George and slams it down.
Yeah, scoring through a pretty good hit right there is Malcolm Brogdon. Here's an N1 opportunity.
He's made all 6 of his tries at the line so far.
His offensive approach tonight has been aggressive, and it's paid off with a lot of trips to the line.
One shot.
Outside Jackson for the 3. And so we conclude the first half. Los Angeles on top. They're up by 10. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Kawhi, you have grown so much offensively throughout your career. What's the focus of that end of the floor?
Just knocking down open shots, my ball handling, making good decisions off the pick and roll, and just try to limit my turnovers.
And you've done well so far, Kawhi. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the 3rd quarter underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. What a pleasure it is to bring you into the 2K studios again. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. An outstanding first quarter for Paul George. He had 25 points, 3 assists, and also 3 steals. And let us get your thoughts, big fella, on the Clippers.
Listen, PG-13 has been putting on a clinic. He's got the moves, the agility to counter anything the defense tries, determined to lift his team and maintain this lead.
And Kenny, let's get your input on the Pacers.
It looked like they were shooting threes blindfolded. Sometimes you could get cold, but that was atrocious. It was scary. But they also looked scattered out there, and I think that disorganization was the main issue for them missing those shots. They need to establish themselves better into a better rhythm in the second half and avoid relying so heavily on the three-point shot.
That about wraps it up. Time now for the second half of the game. We go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Malcolm Brogdon really making a difference here.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
Clippers with the ball. 10-point lead. Third quarter action getting rolling right now. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. Taking a look at Los Angeles. They've got Rajon Rondo. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Paul George. Then it's Marcus Morris. And it's Zubac in at the power forward. Here's Leonard. Holiday with the block. Goes up on the wing. And he hits the jump shot. Brogdon's got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for the Pacers. Clippers leading by 8. Passes it to Zubac. To the inside. Here's Leonard. He gets that one to drop. He's now 5 of 12.
Well, the mindset from Kawhi Leonard right there is just making him a monster on the inside. Goes at the defense full head on.
Brogdon against George. Oh, Turner in position. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. Here's Morris, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Miles Turner.
Yeah, and of course, Marcus with a twin brother, Markieff, went to college together, played in the pros together. You'll have a hard time finding a closer pair of siblings.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good.
And Marcus Morris has raised some eyebrows in the last couple of years, just being a much more efficient scorer.
And Morris drops them both. And last season, Marcus Morris's name, one of the hottest on the trade market.
Yeah, there's a lot going on in Marcus Morris's offseason a year ago. A lot of contenders looking to add him to the roster. Handshake deal with the Spurs, switched to the Knicks, and then eventually traded to the Clippers. So grab your musical chair and try to find a seat.
Leonard against Brogdon. Ball's knocked loose. Holiday left side. Down low. Sabonis, the pass to Holiday. Indiana moving the ball around. And so it looks like the Pacers will retain possession here. A fantastic mobile 1 block. This one deserves another look.
And guys, that's about as good a defensive play as you'll see. Instant reaction to get a hand to the shot.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And Rondo sends it back. Leonard finds Zubac. And the Clippers miss again. Pacers trail by 10. Holiday, the pass to Brogdon. Got a piece of it. Leonard with the steal. To the middle. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Well, there haven't been many misses at the line for this group of players. This is how the shooting guards around the league stack up when it comes to free throw shooting in the past 10 games. Paul George on top. Second is Reggie Jackson.
And this is a set of players that can drive and slash, hoping to draw contact, because if they can get to the bucket and the foul, it's going to be a three-point play the hard way.
And they have no issues with drawing that kind of contact. They're more than willing to put their bodies on the line, because as well as they shoot the free throws, they know these trips to the line will always pay off. Easy 2.
That free throw good from Morris. And Morris drops them both. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Brogdon outside. And Morris comes over to help. Sabonis kicks to Holiday. Leonard with the steal. And now it's Leonard running. Here we go. All the way. And then Leonard with the dunk.
And the claw at work. Just one reason why he's always a threat to lead the league in steals. Jump starts the fast break there.
Oh, and there's the alley-oop.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off. Leonard the pass to Morris. And it's sent back by Turner. Fades back, and it's good off the back of the rim and in. And the Clippers lead by 14.
They're loving the confidence. Just rise and be free, and you know you can do this.
There's something to be said about knowing yourself. It allows him to shoot and shoot comfortably, even with taller defenders out there.
And that one's good, George.
And right now, the torture chamber that Paul George has put the defense in is paying off for his team.
Turner finds Brogdon. Left side, Sabonis. And there it is for him. Sabonis has got his second bucket of the game to go.
Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
They get a hand on it. Stolen by Brogdon. To the inside. LeVert. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Lets it fly from 18. Sabonis grabs the board. Sabonis has got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. And it's LeVert missing.
Yeah, the three-pointer has not been his weapon in this one. He had 1 in the first quarter and still 0 here in the second. He's played a huge role in this game to this point, but it looks like he just wants more. He wants to make sure that this lead holds up.
And it's Paul George with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. T.J. McConnell, he's checked in for Brogdon. And the Clippers with a change here, too. Luke Kennard, he's checked in for Rajon Rondo. Sabonis kicks to Holiday. Pass to LeVert. Now, here's McConnell. He's covered by Leonard. Stolen by George. One-on-one fast break. It's rebounded by Indiana. Here's LeVert. It's hauled in by Zubats. Zubats has got his 7th rebound here tonight.
He's been off the mark, and that hasn't helped them chip away at the lead. It's been a theme here this quarter.
This is where Morris can kill you. He's pretty much claimed that in-between game.
There's the pass to LeVert. Tries again, and it's sent back by Leonard. And pushing it up, here's the Clippers. Morris inside, guarded by Holiday. Turner with the steal. Outside Holiday. And the rejection by Leonard.
Let this be a reminder, when you're going up for a shot, it's always important to know where Kawhi Leonard may be lurking.
And it's Leonard with the jam.
Ooh, he put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time. And some changes here for the Pacers. Doug McDermott, he's checked in for Miles Turner. Jeremy Lamb comes in for Justin Holiday. And Aaron Holiday's subbed in for LeVert. And then for the Clippers, Patrick Patterson, he's checked in for Zubats. Batum comes in for Morris. And it's Jackson in for George.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
And it's McConnell with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. And the Pacers call time here.
Giving up a run here, can they turn it around?
Hard to say right now. At this point, I've seen the coaches run through 2 or 3 iterations of defense. Is there a 4th? I'm not sure.
And the Clippers making a switch here. Mann's checked in. Playoff seeding so important here as we take a look out east. You take a look at the Pacers. They've managed to crawl down to the 9th best record in the conference.
And right now for the Pacers, they've shown me some very good things this season. But that next step, those qualities that could make them true contenders, just haven't been there.
Now, you just don't want to sit in the middle for too long. You either want to be competing against the top teams or starting to strategize where you can position yourself for a high lottery pick and maybe turn around your franchise's fortunes.
And the dunk by Jackson.
It's easy to forget about Jackson's bunnies, but he's more than happy to remind you.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
An 80% shooter. The work he's done at the line this season, one word, solid.
And the Clippers making a switch here. Leonard's checked in.
One shot.
And Reggie Jackson, the former 24th pick by the Thunder, wasn't content to back up Westbrook. He basically forced his way out in search of a larger role.
Now, here's McConnell. Not a lot of room. Sabonis with the ball. Guarded now by Jackson. Here's Mann, and he bangs it home with one hand.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
To the paint, it's tipped and stolen by Patterson. And here again, Los Angeles in transition. Up the court they go.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off.
McConnell passes to Holiday. It's deflected.
You need more of this from Patterson. Such a big frame inside. I like to see it when he's swatting it away.
Count that one. Patterson's got 4 this quarter.
3 straight baskets in transition now. They'll want to end that trend in a hurry.
McDermott finds McConnell. Now Lamb. Pass to Sabonis. Just 5 to shoot. Stolen by Jackson. The finish. And the dunk by Jackson.
Good job getting the ball and completing that play.
The defense producing easy looks. It just helps you conserve some energy for late in the game.
Here's Sabonis. And again, unable to change momentum here. And he's going up for the alley-oop. It's stolen by Lamb. And here's McConnell. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. Here's Batum. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And Batum brings length and a versatile game to his spot on the wing. And his defense, always a big asset for this team. He's the kind of player that everybody needs to have out there. Kind of a glue guy.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good, Nicholas Batum. Greg, the NBA under Adam Silver has been aggressive looking for ways to enhance the product and attract fans. Where do you fall on that point? Push the envelope or don't rock the boat or maybe somewhere in between?
I think it might be somewhere in between. These days, people's attentions can be pulled in so many different directions. I think they're smart to not rest on their laurels and to continue to try to evolve. But with that evolution, sometimes it's not going to come over as well as they would like. But I'm a fan of some of the experiments, I should say, that we've tried thus far. And I hope the league continues to push the envelope.
That's a good thought. Count it.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
Always a good sign of maturity and steps forward when you can take this kind of effort, focus, and concentration on the road to get a win.
And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A three-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
Really their own worst enemy right now with all these turnovers.
One shot.
We've seen it. We've seen Kawhi Leonard mature and improve right before our very eyes. But one area where he was already pretty good was coming in at the free throw line.
McDermott kicks to McConnell. Back to McDermott, and finished off by McDermott.
Gotta love the effort there. An undersized four who can really make things happen with that leaping ability.
Here's man. It's Jackson atop the key. 6 on the shot clock. He scores his 6th bucket from the floor with that one. He's shot the ball 11 times.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Indiana moving it around. Here's Lamb. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That's on Patrick Patterson.
Two.
The Pacers have been exceptional shooting free throws tonight, going 9 for 9.
Yeah, looking over their percentage on the season, I think they will be thrilled with the number in terms of their free throw percentage, 79.
The first one falls. And Lamb drops them both. 1:52 left in the third. Outside Jackson. Indiana's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Leonard with the ball. He's got 18. Here's Patterson. It's tipped. Passes it to McConnell. And it's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Indiana will retain possession. Brogdon, he's checked in for the Pacers. Here's Holiday. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him.
Look, shooters know where other shooters are. And if you're not shooting, make the pass. And Doug did it there.
In the corner, it's Patterson. Over Holiday. Los Angeles with another miss. Indiana's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
Absolutely the prettiest play in basketball, executed to perfection.
I don't think you'd get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop. Brogdon the pass to Bitadze, and the shot goes in. Bitadze's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
And he found the soft spot in the D on that possession.
And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Leonard against Brogdon. On the wing, Holiday. With the 2nd effort, Bitadze with the bucket. Bitadze's got 6 in the quarter.
such a big part of what he does for this team. Just work and work on the boards, generate second chance opportunities, and hopefully convert.
And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. Los Angeles on top, delivering the blowout. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Indianapolis. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. We've got Brogdon, and it's Sumner in at the 2 guard. So that's the group out there for Indiana. Pass to Brogdon. Here's Sumner. Shot clock at 5. And a great assist by Brogdon as that one goes in. Brogdon's got assist number 5 here tonight. The pass to Mann. He's looking for Cousins and finds him. Pass to Mann. Back to Cousins, and they call an illegal screen here. A lot of talk about reseeding in the playoffs when you got down to the final 4 teams. If it ensures the 2 best teams make the finals, it would seem to me, Greg, to be worth it. What about you?
You know, it could be. I think about the worldwide attention on that championship round, but you got to get the Eastern Conference teams to sign off on that. And, you know, we've seen it happen in the past where the power shifts from one conference to the other. But ultimately, nothing better than seeing the 2 best teams play for it all.
And he knocks down the first one. He's perfect from the line this time.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Here's Kennard, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
Well, we know the TV networks have brought more revenue, Greg, to the NBA. The expectation is for another bump when they renegotiate in 2023.
You know, at the same time, though, Kevin, with all the cord cutters out there, the league looking to make the game more accessible to those fans. I expect that to be a big part of this next deal.
Right, on your tablet, your smartphone, or your computer.
Mm-hmm.
First one falls for him. He hits both from the stripe. And Indiana shooting 40% from the field. Indiana moving it around. Pass to Sumner from outside the arc. Morris with the rebound. And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. Beverly finds Kennard. Here's Oturu, and it's blocked. Brogdon looking it over.
That's an encouraging sign. The willingness of Brogdon to just give it up. I want to see more of that.
LA has gotten a positive outcome on 7 of their 14 three-pointers in this game. Not bad at all. It's deflected. Here's Bitadze. That's tipped. Greg, after we saw top prospects like LaMelo Ball and R.J. Hampton playing a year in Australia, the NBA G League sweetened the deal to attract those blue chippers to this G League, which I think is a very interesting topic and a very interesting way to go.
It is. You know, I think the salaries now can exceed $500,000, not to mention the endorsement deals, and they're on a single team that's built around their needs. Certainly an enticing option for those who want to skip the college route.
Does this affect colleges, in your opinion, in their recruiting?
Not at all. You're going to love your school no matter who plays for them, especially if you're winning.
And the first one drops. Both shots good from the stripe. Clippers have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Pass to Kennard. Cousins inside, and it's blocked. Sampson, the pass to Sumner. Kicks it to Sampson. And there's the pass to Sumner. Over Beverly. Cousins pulls it in. Here now the Clippers. In the corner, it's Morris. Now Beverly. Kennard on the wing. He's guarded by Brogdon. Oturu misses the three. For Indiana, they've gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Here's Sumner. Kennard covering. Sumner's shot is off. Los Angeles has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Morris with the bucket.
I mean, could we say he was playing possum a bit there in the first half? Because it seems to be a different guy out there, way more assertive.
And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession. Kennard against Martin. Martin with the block. Brogdon outside. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Greg, you played against some terrific players, including the late, great Kobe Bryant. I'd love to hear your thoughts on playing against Kobe.
I mean, his passing is still tough, I'm sure, for many to deal with because he was just taken from us at such a young age. But this guy was a ferocious competitor and someone who showed us in life and in tragedy that you need to make the most of every moment that we have here. You know, I just appreciated to really the fans getting to know Kobe once his career was over, because I think he was able to let his guard down a little bit and show us a lighter side, a more compassionate side.
That is an excellent point. And he can't hit the second. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Here's Beverly. There's the killer two-handed slam.
Well, how about Patrick Beverly showing you at a point guard he can still get up?
Beverly against Brogdon. Stolen by Beverly. In the corner, Kennard with it. Ball's knocked loose. Oh, that's blocked. In the corner, it's Martin. Drills it from outside. The Clippers shooting just 30% from the field here in the fourth. Here's Beverly. Oturu. Great positioning on the putback.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Throws it up high.
Chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
Yeah, you're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk, all of it perfect. Here's Oturu, and he comes up with the deuce. Oturu's got 4 this quarter.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Kennard, the bounce pass. Inside. Here's Morris. He doesn't hit that one. Good work defensively by Martin. Bitadze, the pass to Brogdon. Here's Bitadze, covered by Morris. Here's Sampson. Shot clock at 6. Out in his own on the break. Lets a floater go. The Pacers have gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field.
He makes it look effortless out there. Until the defense actually presents a challenge for him, expect those kind of results.
Pass to Kennard. Game continues to evolve, Greg. Any changes in particular that you do not like?
That's a great question. You know, I'd like to see the replay review streamlined a little bit better. I wouldn't mind a touch more physicality being allowed in the game, but as much as we tend to complain, the one thing I have learned is if you're honest, you go back, we always complain. I don't care what the era is. Nobody's ever truly happy, and I'm not going to spend all my time worrying about that stuff, partner. I'm just going to enjoy the game that we are all so fortunate enough to be able to watch.
Totally agree. And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Paul George.
And it's been a ridiculous performance in the best sense possible. I mean, everything about his game has been working. And no matter what they've thrown at him, he's had the answer.
He silenced this crowd with an unreal display. His ability to drown out the noise and the hostility of an opposing crowd is pretty special. Nobody near Leonard. That falls. Nice feed that time from George.
Well, the defense very attentive to him in the first quarter, but he's finally gotten loose in the second and making them pay.
It's Brogdon on the wing. There's the lob to Sabonis, but they'll get another chance.
Yeah, maybe a little luck, maybe a little bit of heart. Both of those at play here. He's getting every offensive rebound.
And it's crucial that Turner remains assertive like this because it's how he's going to get these calls.
And that one falls for Turner. Well, you hear about the extinction of great NBA big men. Do you see it that way? And if so, Greg, is the game that has changed or perhaps a dip in the talent at that position that has changed?
You know, you think back to the likes of Russell, Wilt, Kareem, and Hakeem and Robinson and Shaq. Some would say, well, we just got lucky. But in a lot of ways, we still have the dominance of the big man. They just play more outside of the paint, right? Giannis. Yep. You look at what he can do. Anthony Davis and the way he plays the game. I mean, LeBron, in essence, is a big man. I mean, you still can dominate the game as a big. It's just that you now can actually, in some respects, have more impact because you're involved in more facets of the game.
Martin with the bucket.
Nice delivery there. You can't hesitate when a man comes free on the perimeter. He got it, went right into the shot.
Beverly dishes to Morris. Martin with the block. Passes to Bitadze. Back to McConnell. To the inside. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And the first one at the line is good. Well, in the dunk contest, we saw Michael Jordan take on Dominique Wilkins. These days, not as many star players are participating in these skills competitions, like Greg, the slam dunk.
I think it's a great point you raised, Kevin. And I think in part because back in that era, the reality is guys didn't make the kind of dollars they make today. And there was more risk, I guess, in the mindset of guys today, and they didn't want to take that challenge on. So I wish we would see more of our stars in the slam dunk contest, but I don't think that's going to be the case, unfortunately, as much as we'd all like to see it.
Outside Holiday. To the middle. Here's LeVert. Excellent D there from George.
We'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space. Just clanked it.
That's tipped. There's Bitadze. That falls. Nice speed that time from Turner. Turner's got 3 assists now in this one. Now here's Rondo. Pass to Leonard. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Well, he's one of the most uniquely built players in the NBA, and Kawhi Leonard draws contact often. I'm not sure he feels it, but he gets it.
Shooting 2.
The first one falls, and the league taking steps to discourage teams, Greg, from tossing away seasons in search of high draft picks. Has enough been done, you think, in that regard?
We'll see. I tell you, the idea of a play-in
that's
tournament
a tough one, isn't it?
For the last few playoff spots, I think that's a good idea, actually. It might keep more teams in the hunt down the stretch. And I think the onus also, if the fans put enough pressure on their teams to try to develop what they have and not always put it on the future, I think that's going to help. But I think you're going to always have a little bit of that moving forward.
Brogdon against George.
It's pretty much the only way to keep him from taking advantage of you down low. You got to play tough, physical defense.
To the paint. Here's Leonard, and it's blocked. Again with the block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle.
That's pretty much not how they want to defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
Morris outside. Outside, George. Clock at 6. Here's Leonard. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Here's Sabonis, and it's sent back by George.
Not many guys have the two-way ability of a Paul George, just as dangerous defensively as he can be offensively.
So Indiana ends up with a new group on the floor. The Clippers on defense. It's an 18-point lead. And here is Zubac.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Clippers.
And the big difference here was accuracy from three-point range.
And once they started sinking shots, it really stretched out the D and created other opportunities. And anytime they got space, they seemed to just knock down another triple.
And when it's all said and done here, this will mark their 38th W on the year.
Really, they had their number this season. 2 wins, a home win, and an away win.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Paul George.
Just really loved his activity level here tonight. Constantly mixed it up, and he threw himself into a lot of plays.
That's good from McConnell. And the Clippers making a change here. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. 54 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Kennard with the ball. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw good from Kennard. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Here's McConnell. 41 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. No good on that one. Good on the second free throw.
Not a perfect trip to the free throw line, but they'll take what they can get at this point.
And here's Beverly. He brings it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. 19-point game. Got a hand on it. Down low. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. The pass to Kennard. Floats it up for Cousins. And then Cousins with the dunk.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
Yeah, looks like a veteran team tonight. Getting out on the road, playing with assertiveness, confidence, fully in control for this win.
So the Clippers winning this one easily. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you very much, Kevin. Kawhi, congratulations. What did you do to get the win tonight?
We knew this was a road game, so we tried to come out here and play great defense and get to the basket, get some easy points by getting to the free throw line.
Well, you did that, and you were able to pull out the W, man. Appreciate your time. Kevin, back to you.
David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long, everyone.